Welcome to the Law Office of Scott Levy. Today I'd like to address the issue of domestic violence. Just to give you a little bit of background on domestic violence, about 20 years ago, the law was that if the complaining witness or the victim didn't want to press charges, the district attorney's hands were completely tied. That the law has changed. Now, the police agency can proceed with a domestic violence charge and a domestic violence prosecution even if the victim doesn't want to proceed. However, there are certain caveats. The officer is allowed to testify at the preliminary hearing about what the victim said. However, at trial, that is considered hearsay and inadmissible. Now, a lot of times I'll be asked the question, well, my spouse or my wife or my husband, the victim, doesn't want to testify. Well, what next? Under the California Code of Civil Procedure 1219, although a judge can hold a witness in contempt for not wanting to testify, the judge cannot order them to testify. Another recommendation I have about anyone who's charged with a domestic violence charge that their spouse does not want to proceed is to immediately go do counseling. Now, the judge can order a temporary restraining order, and even if you're a married couple living in the same house, he can order you guys live separately. This could be a major financial burden on your family. So what we suggest here at this law firm is to immediately go do counseling. Go do singles counseling, go do couples counseling, and get documentation. This might be the difference in allowing you guys to live together while the defendant continues to fight this case, or having to live separately. This kind of counseling the judge will look very highly upon because it shows you're taking action. It shows that you are making an attempt to solve the anger issues that are underlying. Typical domestic violence charges are Penal Code 273.5, which is battery of a cohabitant or spouse. Additional charges that the DA might charge is a Penal Code 245, assault with a deadly weapon. If you're facing domestic violence charges, contact my office. Call me.